Ready for the show? I'm ready to start.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower clear.
Welcome to ET First Contact Radio. My fellow human beings, my fellow listeners from this Earth and the galaxy, welcome. I have a very distinguished and honored guest. Her name is Leia Weißer Ibis, or Leia Jata. Welcome to the show, Leia.
Hi Martin, how are you doing?
Greetings, I'm good. I just want to let you know, Leia, that there's a problem with the internet connection, but don't worry because I'm recording it. And Skype is going well, but the radio...
Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Do you hear me, Leia?
I can hear you, absolutely. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. You're perfectly clear. I just wanted to say that internet is a bit slow sometimes, so I'm recording the conversation for later publication on YouTube so that people can listen it afterwards. We can put it on our Facebook because there's some problem with the internet here.
That's too bad. I didn't understand everything, Martin. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. I was just saying that the internet connection is a bit problematic. So I'm recording this interview, and we can put it later on YouTube for people to hear this interview.
Right.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Great to meet you, and thank you so much for the opportunity to talk to you.
Yeah, we've been connected on Facebook some years now. I think since 2009.
Yes, right.
And I've seen very interesting posts that you have put on Facebook. And so, what is your experience with ET and UFOs, and how did it come in your life, and what did it do to you?
Many things. You know, I never felt as a normal child. My childhood was that way, that I had experiences and perceptions and visions which the adults didn't understand. So they thought me crazy a bit, you know. And today I know, of course, that many people experienced things like that. For instance, I never could really accept my human mother as my real mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I always had the feeling, these people around me, they are great, they are loving, they are friendly, but they are not my family, not my true family. Mm-hmm. So, and my life was and is like this.
Yes, I can understand.
And many years later, I knew more about my perceptions, and I knew more about these things laying behind the so-called truth.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree with you. I had similar experiences because as a child I felt there's more than this physical world. There are more dimensions, there's more life in the universe. And for example, when I was 18
Yes.
and reading the newspaper that there was no life yet found, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. Leia?
I didn't hear everything again.
Yeah, it's the
But
internet connection.
it doesn't matter anyhow.
Yeah. Well, I was saying that when I read the newspaper when I was 18 years old, I couldn't believe that there was not life out there in the universe and
Yeah.
not on Earth. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah. And when I was a child, I always felt beings around me. I talked to them, and my poor mother thought I would going to be crazy, you know, because she couldn't see anyone. And
Mm-hmm.
it is today the same. I say hello to somebody which I see, and people around me say, "What's the matter? We cannot see anything."
I know exactly what you mean. But fortunately,
Yeah.
there are now many people on the internet that we can connect with from all over the world to share our experiences with ET.
Yeah. This, as I try to explain, this is something which is part of my life, part of my being. What I try to explain is I never really felt human, you know. So today I would say, what is an ET and what is a human being? And sure, I had encounters, bad encounters about 15 years ago, and but I won't deliver you pictures from that. Because it is history, and the younger experiences are just good and just Yes, really supporting, especially since the energy we call the white Ibis came to me and inspired me.
Yes, can you talk about that, the white Ibis, what it is and what it did to you?
Yes, the white Ibis, you might imagine it as a wave of energy. In fact, it has many, many levels, and it depends on your perception, what you see. So, yes, the white Ibis has really many, many levels. It is like a beam coming directly from the central sun, and it is the same energy which is called on Earth the Ark of Covenant. You know,
Yes.
it is your scientists on Earth know it in its lowest frequency as ultra matter. Yeah, and it is currently the highest possible frequency on Earth. And yes, it came through me. I cannot say it in different words. It came through me and it came to me, and it hired my own personal frequencies. And my perception and my abilities. Since then, I can see much more than before. For instance, light ships, so-called UFOs, or as we say, EDVs, extraterrestrial vessels and extraterrestrial beings. Since then, I can heal just through my eyes, and yes, that's the future, and that's one part of the white Ibis. Mm-hmm. As I mentioned already, it is a light ship system. Well, as I said, it depends on your perception, what you see, and what is corresponding with your personal frequency. That's why so many people say, oh, I do not see anything. You're talking about UFOs. What should that be? I don't see anything. In fact, they are here, and people have to hire their personal perception. Then they would be able to see that. Another level of the white Ibis is the so-called white sisterhood and brotherhood, beings or soul sparks who never set a human foot on Earth, but who wish now to make experiences here through us. And that's the phenomenon which we call walk-ins.
Yes.
I could talk for hours, Martin. Stop me.
No, that's very interesting. And now that you say walk-ins, I believe I had a dream last night or the night before, and the voice told me you are a walk-in. Do you know what that means?
It is a little bit more complicated. People really do have to learn that there is no such thing like the outside. Mm-hmm. There is no such thing like something else than you or me. That's why the Mayas said, I am another you and you are another me. So what is a walk-in? A walk-in is a part of yourself, a part of your so-called higher self, And on the other hand, your human being is just a small, small, small part of your whole self. And now the time has come on Earth. Your higher self or your higher selves say, "Hey Martin, that's great. You have 2 feet on the surface on Earth. Now let us walk in. We just want to participate."
Yes, that's beautiful.
Like that.
Yeah, you are seeing that everything is connected, and that's beautiful because that's also the aim of this radio station, Finding Voices Radio. We are all connected, and everything is connected.
Yes, and that's how we are really all one. As I said, there is nothing outside. No God, no time, no space. Everything is you and everything is me. And the time has come for many, many people to do this quantum leap into this truth.
Yes. What can we expect in the near future, Leia?
This, I have to repeat, this depends on your personal frequency. The time now is perfect to do the quantum jump. And this really means, as Yeshua said, stand up and go. Realize you are the creator. And there are souls who say, well, that's great. I'll do the jump. And there are souls who say, I'd like to learn a bit more on planet Earth. I'd like to experience duality a little bit more. So let me hear, pick me up later.
Mm-hmm.
So, Martin, many things are possible.
Yes. Yeah, that makes complete sense to me.
Yeah, and the white Ibis has a special task in this time here on Earth. The white Ibis, the energy of the white Ibis accompanies the first ascension wave. It accompanies especially those people who realized that they are having their last human incarnation and who say, well, I'd like to have a little bit support. Give me some tools, give us some assistance. And that's one of the tasks of the white Ibis here, and this task started in December 2012.
Yes. Are there more people like yourself, Leia, that carry this light of the Weißer Ibis?
I hope so. That's the only thing I can say on that. I hope so. I didn't met one yet. Mm-hmm. Maybe after this talk.
Sure.
But the energy of the Ark of Covenant is very, very, very high and very special. So you have to be trained for that, to deal with it, to handle it. In former times, the Bible says people died by touching this energy if they were not prepared, And I didn't meet too many people who experienced the preparation that I had.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think that during this ascension you're going to help many people in their ascension process?
To say it more exactly, help them by helping themselves. you know, this is a very important affair. People have to stop looking for help outside. Yes, and the only thing we would give is show them how to experience their own power, and the knowledge that they do not need anything. They do not need anything from outside, really not. They own everything in their own body and soul system.
Yes, we are all masters.
Yes, yes, and very important to realize is that the time of master and disciple is definitely history.
Mm-hmm. You know, many people like yourself that are spiritually developed know that there's good out there and that we are all connected and that there's no inside or outside, there's only connectedness.
Yeah.
But I'm very curious when the ETs, the Galactic Federation around the Earth, will make themselves known for everybody. You know, disclosure, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how that will happen and when it will happen?
As you surely have heard, we don't give people any data.
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense as time is dissolving. The time people used to know is absolutely dissolving. So what is time and what is space? We need, our galactic family needs a special frequency, a special high frequency on Earth. So I experience it myself in this human body. It is sometimes so hard to lower your personal frequency, to stand special dark circumstances. And the truth is they are here.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, they are here, but people don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
People don't perceive them. And that's the point. Did you know when the conquerors a few hundred years ago landed on the shores of America or wherever, the natives did not see So, Martin, what are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
What is human perception? Another example, because this is so important for humans to understand. When I was still working as psychologist a few years ago, I studied psychology.
Mm-hmm.
I had a client, a nice, handsome woman, a businesswoman, who never thought about such things.
Mm-hmm.
Angels, spirituality, stuff like that. We had a session on addictions, abuse of alcohol, and so on. And all of a sudden, she said to me, Mrs. I cannot speak any longer to you because there is a beautiful angel standing right behind you. What I spontaneously said was, "You can see me." So what I wish to say is there is no difference between outside and inside.
Uh-huh.
The angel and me were and are one, sure. And this will be more and more the truth for many, many people. And I'm absolutely sure that it will happen during the next months, that people more and more get into consciousness. There is no difference between me, between angels and aliens, God, whatever, the neighbor, the dog. And it would probably help if people would think over the phenomena of time, as Einstein did, you know.
Yes, Einstein was a great human being, and
Yeah.
except that he knew science, he was very spiritually developed also.
Yes, he was genius. He was really somehow enlightened. Yes, so we wouldn't give you any data, but you feel it yourself, and many people do. It is happening. It is taking place right now. And
Yes.
as I said, I'm absolutely sure the next month will be much to the surface.
Can you explain a bit what you mean?
Yes, that people, more and more people higher their perception and are able to see that the light ships, the UFOs, the aliens are already here. Yes, so it is not a question of when will they land, but when will people perceive them.
Mm-hmm. When they raise their frequency, I guess, and when they...
Yes, and right, that's the point. There have to be enough people with this special high personal frequency, and then you know the phenomena of the 100th monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it will generate an energy wave which will go around our beloved sister Earth, and many people will awaken, but we won't give you any data.
No, and I think also that it's not wise to give data because
Yeah.
there are still forces at work that can disrupt this event.
That's right, and but their power has already gone. They not everybody of the darks has realized it, but their origin power is history.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yes, victory of the light.
As we love to say, Frodo's ring is already in the fire.
Mm-hmm. And it's so strange now to be in 2013, Leia, because we expected things for December 21st, and it was a date where a lot of light workers were living through, and then it went by. It was the 22nd of December.
I cannot hear you. I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
December 21st.
Yes, and after that we came into the new year, 2013, and we are in fact in unexplored territory. So it's very interesting what's going to happen.
Absolutely, and there are many people saying, "Oh, nothing happened on December 21st," and many people say a lot of things happened. So, what are we talking about? It is a matter of, yes, again, perception, Martin.
Yes.
It is really a matter of perception. I spent my childhood, and many people did, as if I were in a fairy tale. Harry Potter, Star Wars, Starship Enterprise, whatever, all together. That was my life about, and that was my truth.
Yes.
And still is, and much more. And as you know, there are many, many, many worlds, and every single soul, every soul spark decides for itself which world it would choose.
That's beautiful. You know, the listeners on the chat are very much appreciating what you are sharing, Leia.
Wow!
and we have
Great.
listeners from Australia, Austria, Germany,
Whoa.
Holland, the United States, many countries.
Oh, I say hello to them all.
Well,
Great to meet you, great to feel you, great to love you.
wonderful.
You know, Martin, what I wish to say is many people on Earth still think they have to do a spell, the right spell, and whoosh, the EDVs, the UFOs, and the aliens are there. And that is not true.
Shall we have a little intermezzo with some music, or would you like to continue?
People who know me know that I'm able to talk 6 hours without break, Martin. So you have to stop me.
Okay, then I will not. Then I will not stop you.
Yes. On the White Ibis, the White Ibis offers tools to the people. The White Ibis offers tools which helps people to lose now bindings. You know, many people have already so beautiful and open hearts. So that is not the problem any longer. But those people have still some bindings in their heads, in their minds, so that they who want to ascend, to use this word, have to let go some things. And as the favorite word of the White Ibis is the word freedom. Yeah. Freedom. We give hints and support for the loose some special bindings. Those bindings are the illusion of death. So important to know. There is no such thing like death. And so many times people lowered their energy, their frequency with that fear. The truth is, there is no such thing like death, and we can deal with this change of frequency. I did it many times with the help of the galactic family. Now I am able to do it by my own. It is really astonishing, nothing really special, and there is no such thing like death. Next illusion, which many people still have, is you do not need food. So many problems are about food. People don't have enough to eat on some places on the world, or on many places on the world. And the truth is, we do not need food, because in every case, whether you eat an apple or a piece of bread, in fact, it is the light from the central sun which nourishes you, and not the vitamins and other things. Of course, a tomato which had the chance to store light stored more light from the central sun and would nurse you better than other stuff. I won't mention a special company here. So you do not need food. This is important to know, and you can learn how to deal with so-called light food. And the next thing only a few people know is about the mystery of Christmas. The mystery of Christmas, the mystery of the holy birth, means that you do not need human sexuality to get children. Wow! In former times, in Lemurian times, long, we used to sing our children into the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So, one thing more. The white Ibis is on this. The white Ibis gives people these informations, and freedom from food, freedom from sexuality, freedom from death does not mean that you mustn't experience this. For instance, the Catholic Church teaches this. Oh, you must not have sexuality. That's nonsense. It just means that you are free from it. You do not need it. If you eat light food, you may eat, of course, a piece of chocolate. Enjoy it. No problem.
Yes. Leia, people are enjoying your voice. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
So, you are in fact giving us a lot of very good tips how we can live. And you may continue if you want. It's interesting.
These 3 points I mentioned, death, food, sexuality, are indeed the main points. I said most people's hearts are wide open, and it is so beautiful to see and to feel that. But there are still these bindings in the mind, connected with fears and things and problems which lowers the frequency. It is so important to understand that things like fear, like addictions, like emotions, hate, stuff like that, lower your personal frequency. And that's what we tell over and over again to people who ask, when will we see aliens? You will see them in case your frequency is high enough. That is the most important thing to understand. And there are many enlightened, really enlightened beings on planet Earth. And these three subjects, death, food, and sexuality, they have still to deal with. So it is worthwhile to come to know these subjects and the backgrounds and how to deal with it. And one good thing would be to let go of eating meat, you know. I'm not talking about our animal sisters. That is one thing. But every piece of meat, even biological meat, lowers your personal frequency. So we say, do not eat anything which had or has a face. And this would one good first step to meet us to higher personal frequency. And next good step would be really to watch your words. You might know words happen. In the beginning was the word. Words are sounds. And every word you speak and even you think sets a cause. And furthermore, it creates a picture in others, in the heads of others. So watch, they will happen and they will have an influence on others. So what pictures do you want to create? What circumstances, what events do you want to cause? And next thing, many people still have to learn and to accept is take your power back. Mm-hmm. Don't you be afraid of power, please. Yes, your personal power is so beautiful, so strong. It is, in fact, the strongest thing in the world. And so many people still are afraid of their own power. Your personal power is a composition of your imagination, your feeling, and your will. And the highest frequency of personal power is joy. Joy, that's why we so love to say, follow your highest joy, and everything is done.
Mm-hmm. You know, the things you are saying, Leia, are really giving me joy, and I'm sure the listeners also. It's it's very uplifting. Please do continue.
Pardon me?
Please do continue. It's wonderful what you're saying.
Yes, and that's the way. That's the way. As I said, the time of master and disciple is definitely history, and I think this is really good news, isn't it? So be your own master, and it's much easier than you might
think today. You do not have to be perfect, and as time is an illusion, you do not make it within 3 days, you know. Take you all the time you need, and watch your circumstances, watch your surroundings, choose friendly circumstances, choose friendly people, and leave things which lowers your mood behind you.
Mm-hmm.
The time is now. When, if not now? Yes. And again, there is no spell. Really, there is no spell. You do not need invocations or whatever. Just follow your highest joy. Find out what your heart tells you. And if you are not sure, then go deeper. And make mistakes. Go deeper. Stand up and find out what is really suited for you now. Martin, I don't know if we have time for that now, but an announcement had taken place a few days ago for this event here, as I felt that there are some people outside which are scared or desperate. And if we have the time to do the channeling now, I would do it. I guess about 10 minutes, or we can do it later on Facebook.
We
or
have
where
10 minutes. Please go ahead. We have 30 minutes, so please go ahead.
Well, as I said, it came to me a few days ago. I do not really prepare for events like this, but when I go for a walk, input comes from above, and sometimes I sit down and write it down, and I did. So, listen. Greetings, beloveds. Things happen to you in your lives. We can see that much has happened to you. And one reacts, one decides to give revenge, and one decides to close up. One makes also so decisions in reaction to life. One runs to hate, to be angry, and one can make a lifestyle out of it. Millions of people do. The thing to ask yourself now is really, what is suit? What do you want most in life, from life? Do you want war or peace? Do you want fighting, or do you want sweetness? Do you want to be famous, or do you want to have love? Do you want to struggle, or do you want to become one with nature and with all things? And that, beloved ones, has to be the guide. Even when you lose that within and cannot see it, you have to stop and ask yourself, what do I really want most of all? And you have to see when you are doing things which are taking you in the opposite direction from that. There is much light within you. It is very clear to us that you have beauty in you, everybody of you. But only you can decide to meet it and to let it live, no matter what, because it's worth more than everything. The flower comes up, somebody comes and tramples the flower. The flower does not regret that it showed its beauty and that somebody hated its beauty and trampled it. It is its nature to be beautiful, and it is your nature also to be beautiful. When you see beauty in somebody unconsciously there, then it is such a richness, it is such a joy. Everything else disappears. Money, fame, friendship. All the goals disappear, and you're all being round, and a feeling of that is what life is all about. By the way, no matter where you are, if on Earth or in spaceship, the difference between love and hate is this, that hate needs an object and love does not. You have to hate a person, a group, a race, or the world, but it has to have an object. It makes no sense without an object. It is a movement from you to something else. Love, true love, does not need an object. It is beyond every emotion because it needs no object. So, you have a garden with flowers in it and weeds in it. Do you want to pluck the flowers and leave the weeds? Or do you pluck the weeds and leave the flowers? Do you believe in beauty or don't you? Do you believe in the sun shining or don't you? Do you believe in dark corners or in the light? Is life for dark corners or is life for light? And what are you really for? Have a look. Do not accept anything from us, from your friends, from your family, the aliens, or whatever. What are you really for? And go as deep as you can go. And if you are not sure, go deeper until you get the answer. So it is no good to us persuading you or anybody else to anything, because that would not solve anything. And you can change your mind again. Besides that, we always would accept your free will. And if you would like to make one more learned step, we would not hinder you. So everybody has to find the answer to that question, him or herself. What am I for? What am I and what am I for? No, not what was my father, my mother for, my nation for, my religion for, my friends for. That's history. That's yesterday. You can find every answer that any man or any woman has ever found for yourself. No one is privileged. That's the challenge. Find out. Look and look and look and look and make mistakes and look again and stop playing yesterday's games. So you are just we and we are just you, and that that's the truth. So what I would like to add is it is really not that important to meet aliens, to see UFOs. They are here, they're reality. And the point is to develop yourself. The time has come, the time to higher your frequency, which means automatically higher your perception, and then you will see everything what you want to see. And as we also love to say, and then Earth appears as what it is, paradise. Ani o hefyd o drach, which means feel beloved without end.
Well, I only feel love now, Leia. It's beautiful. I've been listening to what you are saying, and there's so much wisdom in your words, so much love, so much compassion.
Yeah. Yes. And you know, that is what my life and what the White Ibis is about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not only to bring you UFOs nearer, but to help giving reminders. Extraterrestrial vessels and aliens have been on Earth since billions of years. Yeah, that is nothing unusual. Unusual is for humans to perceive that this is the news, and this is what is happening now. That people wake up and start to higher their perception and to heal themselves.
Yes. And so it is, Leia. And as you were saying, time is dissolving because we have talked for 1 hour, and it's amazing how fast the time went.
Yeah.
But you have shared very valuable information to the listeners, and we will upload the YouTube video from this interview so that people can hear it back when they missed something, because the internet connection was not so good. There was tampered with.
Yes. So maybe we can repeat this one day, as there are many things more to say. But for the first time, I thought this is okay. What I would like to add is, people, you can order the White Ibis. We offer workshops, of course, free. Yes, money is almost yesterday. I have to say almost. So just organize traveling and host, and the White Ibis will be there and help you with workshops and whatever you want.
Okay. That's wonderful, Leia. And we will plan a next interview, if you would like to do.
Didn't understand, Martin?
We will plan another interview in some time to do together.
Sounds great.
Yes. Thank you very much, Leia. Love and light, victory of the light, and warm hugs from me and from all the listeners.
Thank you so much. And yes, Ani o drach. Feel loved without end.
Yes. In Lakesh.
Bye.
Bye bye, Leia.